Well, my people, another update here. This one is a very, very true and open confession from an Hausa man. And according to him, he says, and I quote, I am an Hausa man. If Biafra want to progress, they should please leave everybody behind. And according to him, in that same confession, he says that all the Hausa Christians are ready to go with Biafra. In fact, they said they are ready to become the refugee of Biafrans. Don't forget, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made it clear in one of his broadcasts. He says, and I quote, that when Biafra comes, all the whole Christians in the north, both southern Kaduna, is it from Benue, from Taraba, from Kogi, from Nasarawa, from Jalingo, he said all of them is going to be living in Biafra land. And the land is going to be allocated for them free of charge for them to live in. So that word is coming to manifestation. And Hausa man have confirmed it, that in fact, they are ready to become refugees in the hands of Biafrans than to be in the hands of those blood-sucking demons they call Fulanis. I will not take much of your time. I would like you to listen to this analysis from my one and only brother, Happy Marcel Okocha. Watch the video, and as you're watching, please drop your opinion at the comment section. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Once again, good morning to you all. Oya, let's go there.
Hardest thing I've had to accept since I've been here is that Hausas, my tribe, my people, unfortunately are not going to allow Nigeria to become what it's meant to be. The mindset of the northern Nigerians are going to destroy this country. I'm sorry to say it.
Good morning, everyone. Tuesday, May 27th is today, 2025. For over 4 days now, there is a video trending on the internet. People are circulating this video about an Hausa man who is residing in abroad, and he came back to Kano to visit his people, and he narrated his experience on how he ever tried to build schools for Almajiris to learn tech, to do all sort of things, But the people are resisting him, and they are asking him what happens to Islamic school. And a lot of you must have seen this video, but I want us to analyze this video because before 2015, Goodluck Jonathan spent billions of naira building schools for Almajiris, but they let him know that Western education is a crime. And so many Nigerians fail to understand that the purpose of Boko Haram is this resistance that this Hausa man just explained. For now, take a listen to this video while we come back to analyze it.
So the hardest thing I've had to accept since I've been here is that Hausas, my tribe, my people, unfortunately are not going to allow Nigeria to become what it's meant to be. The mindset of the northern Nigerians are going to destroy this country. I'm sorry to say it. So this is an idea I had, right? It was very simple. Raise money, build orphanages, massive orphanages, and pick up the Almajiris off the street. Take the Almajiris off the street. Teach them engineering. Teach them tech. Teach them coding. Take them off the streets and teach them, try to get them up to par so they can compete. And I brought up how every time I had this conversation, I would bring up the 4 Indian kids, the 4 Indian boys, like 10-year-old boys that were online, or they were doing the live chat and building an app. Every time I bring up this idea to a northerner, the first thing they ask is, well, what about Islam? What about Qur'ani? What about Islamic school? When I say I have met incredible resistance to the idea of taking these boys off the streets and getting them to join the global age. Like, my mindset is this: every corner you go in northern Nigeria, there are 5 people willing to teach these boys Islamic school, Quran. There are 10 people willing to teach them everything they need to learn about Islam. Why isn't there anyone willing to teach them anything else? So when I brought that up, some people were like, I had people going, it will never happen unless I have to teach them Islamic curriculum in the schools. I said, you don't understand. Northern Nigerians are against the idea of changing the trajectory and the outcomes of Almajiris. They say Almajiranci, which is what it is embedded in our culture. And Here's the thing. No, it's not. And as a Muslim, it's haram. I fucking said it. Any northern Nigerian that wants to step the fuck up, do it. It is haram. Because you are not allowed to bring a child into this world that you cannot raise. And there are northern fuck ton of Hausa men and women who have babies with no intention of, they know they will only take care of that child to a certain age, then they'll pawn that child off. There are a fuck ton of imams, men in the north, who rely on these kids for a living. They send these boys out every day to go earn a living and come back and give them. I thought of an idea that, look, we need to find a way to raise money, build orphanages, teach these boys tech, teach them engineering, teach them robotics, let them compete with the global populace. And every time I bring this up, every fucking Hausa person I tell this shit to wants to argue with me. They say it's not going to. They are vehemently against this. So I need you to understand, I need to ask you, how will Nigeria as a fucking country compete with the likes of Ghana, South Africa, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, when the northern Nigeria is part of Nigeria? The most fucked up thing I'm going to have to say as a Hausa man is, for Nigeria to advance, they have to get rid of Hausa. They have to get the north Nigeria, it can never work. This is a sad realization that it can never work. Like, this is insane. And I am Hausa. This is fucking crazy. Wait, let me show you something. Right here, this is attestation of citizenship from New York. As you can see, I am from Shanono local Gwamang in Kano State. I am as fucking northern Hausa as it fucking gets. I am as Aboki as it could possibly fucking get. And I am saying, Nigeria, to win, to compete on the global stage, Nigeria will have to get rid of the north. It will not happen with my people are actively holding this country back. It is so fucking insane.
The mindset that if someone becomes a president of Nigeria, things are going to change is one of the stupid mindset and stupid mentality I've ever seen. How can you change a culture by just becoming a president? How can you change the way of life of the people by just becoming a president? You see, it is important we tell ourselves the truth. This Nigeria will continue to crawl. It will never work. Read my lips. It will never work. There is nothing that will make this country to work. People like Goodluck Jonathan have seen it all. And most of the people who visit him, he always said the truth. Come on, this country is not going to work. People who have been there, they know what is going on. The British who amalgamated Nigeria, they knew that the only thing that can make Nigeria not to work is to put these people together. They knew you can't lead the North without their religion. Their religion must be the forefront. In politics, in everything, their religion must be in the forefront. And 50% of other, population doesn't practice the same religion. So how are they going to go? There must be clashes, clashes of idea, clashes of interest, clashes upon clashes. And that is why Nigeria is not stable to them. It can never be sustainable. The Hausa man said it all. Nigeria can develop with this. A lot of us, because of our political affiliation, because even though my brother is a president, I will say the truth. Even though my sister is a commissioner or senator, or my brother is going for president, I will say the truth. It doesn't matter. Because time will come. Everything we are saying today will become a testimony. People will look back and say, what did you do that time? What did you do that time? If anyone is coming out to tell you that political regime change could affect anything in Nigeria, I am challenging you to tell you that it will never happen. It won't. See, I followed Goodluck administration. I understood how they gave Dasuki billions of dollars to procure arms and they used the money for campaign. I understand the Zionist corruption under Goodluck Jonathan, but Goodluck tried. He was willing to stop insecurity. Do they allow him? The schools he built for Amajiris are not going to schools. Close down the schools. Who told you they need education? The kind of your education. They have succeeded to a level now where they don't need WAEC, NECO, or JAM to enter higher institution to study medical sciences like nursing. Haven't you seen the memo flying? They have succeeded to that extent. Who told you? Boko Haram means Western education is a sin. Now, for those of you who don't still understand, I do not blame anybody. I do not blame the Northerners. I blame the people who are failing to understand that we can be in separate countries, but still be, relating in business and everything. Look at Nigeria and Cotonou. Look at Nigeria and Ghana. Look at Nigeria and Cameroon. They are living in peace. If they have merged Nigeria and Cotonou, you could have been seeing another problem. The problem will increase. The truth is this. Until we all come to realize that this country have to be, divided. Gowon agreed to Aburi Accord before the British intervened and asked him not to implement the Aburi Accord. Aburi Accord stripe, the power of Lagos and power of Abuja out. I mean the power of the center, and gives your ability to create your own security to the regions, your ability to manage your resources to the regions. And if that was implemented, everything we are seeing today will not see it. Now, Kunle Olawumi, I always refer to this man because the man's interview holds the future of Nigeria. He was the Nigerian Defense Intelligence Agency, and he said, and I quote, "The only solution that can stop the Islamization of Nigeria is the division of this country." So this is not Okocha Happy. This is someone who has led Nigeria Defense Intelligence Team. Then what do you know? You're watching me, what do you know? What do you know? If people who have been there is telling you, have led the DIBO, the DSS, the Navy, Army Intelligence is telling you that this country is gone, then you as a bloody civilian who don't even know your left from your right, you are coming out to say, no, it's not going to happen. It will happen and you can't do nothing. You can't do anything. It's going to happen. The truth is this. The reason why you see fights upon fights and security agencies are telling you that they are underlying issues. They don't have mandates to fight. They don't have mandate to fight. It's because you don't still know that people who control Nigeria are supporting insecurity in Nigeria. Who are? They don't hide it. They don't hide it. So, we have a lot of activists in Nigeria who are quack activists because they are disconnected from the reality. That is why I call them quack activists. You must not be disconnected from the reality. Now, the most terrifying thing that is going on now is the influence of terrorists in Delta State. Delta State from now to 2 years will be like Benue State. Save this video, I say so. I am saying so because, not because I am wishing Delta State to be that. That is my state, don't forget. But from Delta North to what is happening now around Delta Central and Delta South, Delta State might be like Benue State in few years to come. So all the hopelessness that they are resourcing, look at the influence in Imo State now. Nobody's talking about it in Enugu State, in Osun State, in Kwara State, in Niger State, in Kogi State, in Plateau State, in everywhere you have resources now. There is a presence of terrorists there. They have hijacked these places, waiting for the mandate. The mandate, they will not give security operatives to fight them. They will give them to fight the civilians. All these things are going to happen if we are not ready to fight. If we are not ready to put up arms and fight. The DSS director told you that, look at, communities need to arm themselves and defend themselves. The government can do all. And people don't still see what the current DSS director, what he said as something important. Tiwanda Juma told you that armed forces are colluding to commit ethnic cleansing. People don't see it as something important. Neto Badaya of blessed memory came, he explained everything, they killed him. Nnamdi Kanu came preaching to the people. They kill him. People pick up arms. Like Asari Dokubo then, Wazurike then, all those, they neutralize them. They give them money. They settle them. People carry arms. But let me tell you, we must continue to tell ourselves the truth so that our people can get ready for what is coming. Our people can get ready for what is coming because there is no going back to what I am saying. No going back about it.
It is good to be good. According to the Bible, they say what God said. He said, if instead of my word not to come to pass, then let heaven and earth pass away. And I'm not sure I'm correct about this quotation or how I read it from the Holy Bible. If I'm correct, please clap for me at the comment section. Because it has been long I read Bible last. So, first thing first, let us take this thing gradually one after the other. from what this Hausa man said, do you think they still have what they call one Nigeria? No, the truth there still remain. Most of us keep lying to ourselves. Most of the Igbos, like the likes of Buffalo that call himself Cubana chief priest, that's going about kneeling down everywhere. Tunumbu, Shetima, Nuhu Ribadu, Bajabia Mela, all these people are the helm of their affairs. They know that Nigeria will never work. They know it. They know it tomorrow. That was why you see anybody that entered there will try as much as they can to steal the amount they can't even finish in their 10th generation. Because it was already written that Nigeria have failed. From the inception of Nigeria, from the day one, in 1914, they amalgamated Nigeria. The amalgamator, which is the stupid and useless UK, knows that this country can never work. And the only way that this country can work, and it will be not to their own interest, is for them to amalgamate them together, force them into unity. How can you force a Muslim and Christians to be in the same country, sharing the same money, sharing something in common, which you know that one must surely like to override the other, and yet you connived and gang up and put them together? I don't know why the gods of our land are still wasting time to destroy UK. I'm waiting. Let it be on this my lifetime that UK must go down. In fact, they must be destroyed by tsunami. UK have done the sin that nobody, in fact, their sin is unforgiving before the creator of heaven and earth. Before the creator of universe, UK is supposed to be destroyed, and anything that remains, let foreigners take over UK. I'm not saying this, I'm not hiding mouth. UK have killed almost 25th generation that is from this land called Nigeria. UK have murdered them simply because of their own selfish and personal interest on the oil and other resources that is coming from Nigeria. Why are the gods of our land, have they taken bribe from UK that allow this country to be thriving till today? It got me worried. When the gods of our land supposed to be busy attacking, rather they are busy looking for kai. UK destroy Nigeria. They give them that name, Nigeria. Nigeria, the meaning of Nigeria is evil, failure. That is what Nigeria means. That stupid Lord Lugard that give that name, Niger and area, he's a very useless man. I'm sure that idiot must have been reincarnated and become one of the worst idiots that are ruling the UK today. They have killed thousands, millions upon millions in this land, both in the north, in the south, in the west, and still they are continuing killing. Imagine UK abandoning their own citizens because he speaks against their own interests. Nnamdi Kanu. And tomorrow, some people will still be jumping up and down. You are going to get they have awarded me citizenship. I'm not citizen of UK. I'm not citizen of Finland. All these countries are bullshit. They have nothing to offer. They only give you citizenship because maybe they found something they want in you. And once they try that thing, they forget about you. That is exactly what they are doing with people. You can see, go to UK. All the players in the national team that scattered all over are all from Africans. The same thing with France. They are all Africans. Manufacture their own players, they cannot because of their laziness and their stupid nature. Sorry. So my people, I don't want to waste much of your time because the more I talk, the more I get angry and the more I get irritated. Biafra is coming and there's nothing anybody can do about it, whether UK like it or not. Instead of Biafra not to come, UK will collapse. Believe it or leave it. Don't even give up hope. Don't even think of giving up hope. For this struggle, my brother, it is fight to finish. We have gotten to the level that we're not even thinking of going back. What we are going is front, forward ever and backward never. And anybody who is telling you that Biafra is not going to be a realistic, that person is either living in a dream world, or that person is living what will I call it? He's living a life of a myopic human being. Biafra is a done deal, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And I am happy to be part of this journey today, and I will also be happy to be part of the generation that is going to make it. Bring it to accomplishment. The Biafra as a nation, and we're not going back, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So please, without not taking much of our time, let us just and even say, before I forget, do you know that American military experts have predicted that Nigeria will end by 2030? That Nigeria is going to end by 2030. It is quite obrubious. But let me just take a few comments and we'll round up the show. There's not much time to waste. Sivano said this northern guy that just spoke deserves an award for his honesty. And Anthony said this guy needs to be protected at all costs. Israel said, thank you, Mr. Okocha. I have followed you with keen interest and honestly believe what you have been saying, or what you have been saying, based on facts. Some selfish Igbos are hoping to change the unchangeable Nigeria. 100 P2B cannot change Nigeria. I am sorry to say that anyone thinking otherwise should reset his brain, forget personal and selfish ambitions. Of course, Nana, true. What P2B jumping up? Just go there to represent his own family. Let it be on record that he become the Nigerian president in his lifetime. Iruebu has said you can't change an ideology. The best is to separate the country to your tent, O Israel. Okonkwo said he's right. As long as we are with these Hausas and Fulani people, we will never move forward, and we will never know peace. Let's stop deceiving ourselves with the slogan of one Sojuria. Ada said, please go and tell and show Mr. Peter Gregory Obi and his followers this. Of course, they don't want to listen because their ear have been tied. The claim said this is what everyone knows about, apart from the Southeast politicians who only benefit from the broken system. Ngozi Ezilo, my take on all these things, that Nigeria will not work and cannot work because an elderly woman, I have not seen any day I see things move well in this country. Only complain, no development at all. This is your English self, Papetua said, I absolutely have no reason to doubt one single thing proceeded out of this brother's mouth. It is just beyond sad that there are still people with this kind of mentality. In this age, it is very painful to be part of any house of Fulani as country's men and women. It is rather not acceptable. Few comments, please. David said, as for me, let Nigeria decide. We can't live with these people. Nigeria youths crying. Obomosho said, what kind of Islam are these northerners practicing, for God's sake? Sheikh Gumi was bounced recently from Mecca, the headquarters of Islam, the birthplace and home of the Prophet of Islam. Saudi Arabia is one of the richest and one of the most progressive regions on earth. Trump went there and was fascinated and overwhelmed. Why is northern Nigeria Islam different from Islam in the headquarters of Islam, where Islam was birthed? There is no Al-Majri in Saudi Arabia to fear. Anyway, now here we will take back break. More of this is coming your way. I, Ukulora, will always be here to serve you. Just like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. And I will see me again when I come back.